next thing that we're going to be looking at. Does GloRilla want Megan's life, and is she envious of aspects of her life or her lifestyle? You know, I think I'm going to pause this. No. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at GloRilla's natal chart, and then I'm just going to tell y'all what I get, and I'm going to keep doing this, this reading here, but I'm going to give y'all the opportunity to let me know, like, shit, you need to do more of, like, those psychosocial analyses or whatever. So, anyway, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's see, is GloRilla envious of Megan Thee Stallion's lifestyle? Envious. 7 of Cups, yes. This is someone being unaware of their envy. This shows up in a very discreet way, and we're gonna get it. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of some astrology in a second, and I'm gonna basically tell y'all what I see and what I get, and read y'all off the little report or whatever for GloRilla. But we got a 7 of Cups. Which is basically saying that GloRilla does the life that GloRilla has. She's fantasized about. She's dreamt about this life. She wished that she could have this moment for a lifetime. Okay. This is also saying for me, what I'm getting from this is that she has these very powerful daydream experiences, and she has seen her life manifest as it is. At the same time, I do see that in terms of her look and her appearance, I think that she does, this 7 of Cups is basically you compare yourself to other people. That 7 is saying, like, you're smack dab in the middle, where you have a high self-esteem, but you're also very critical of yourself too. And those cups are saying that, you have a lot of love for yourself, like you love yourself, but at the same time, you wonder if you could be more loved, if some of these things about you could change. The World card. She has, she has been a fan of Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think that she ever saw like the success that she has. I think this came very much unexpectedly for GloRilla. It hit her all. It's hit her all at once, and I think there are some times where it's hard for her to believe that she has the life that she has, and so she looks at Megan Thee Stallion as though you've already got your shit all the way together. Like, you're not putting as Portia would say, you're not putting your legs on one pants at a time. She hasn't understood that Megan Thee Stallion is still human. So for her, it's, I do feel like she has this romanticized understanding of Megan Thee Stallion. I think that she sees her as her peer, but also think that at the same time, it's been hard for her to believe that she shared the same room with her. Not that she's starstruck, but I think that she's still catching on to the fact that it's like, damn, I'm really a fucking celebrity. Like, this is really my life. She's still getting acclimated to that. What I get from the 9 of Swords is, again, this is another, fantasy card. I mean, when you see it, you look at the surgery, like, you see this, like, this is pretty much somebody that's gotten face surgery. or their head is hurting. I don't fucking know. But either way, they're in a hospital. What I'm getting from this card is I'm getting the energy of, wanting to change your appearance, wanting to change how you look. But also being hesitant to do those things as well. And then the High Priestess. For her, it's like she knows she's like, I'm gonna follow trends. Like that's what I'm gonna do is I'm going to follow trends. I'm going to do what I'm going to do what works for me. I feel from GloRilla that she is always, the opportunities that are presented. She is an opportunist. She's going to take the opportunities that are presented to her. But I also feel like the opportunities that she takes are filtered through her team. And she, from this High Priestess card, she has a knowing that her team is only going to give her opportunities that really benefit her and are really going to help her. So what if, y'all hook me up with Megan Thee Stallion ex-stylist? That's, y'all wouldn't be doing that unless, you knew it was good for me. Let's see. Got the Forest, the Anchor, and the Moon. This is basically saying that GloRilla's so caught up in the fame right now that she can't see the forest for the trees. And let me say this, guys. I fucking love GloRilla. I absolutely love GloRilla. It is hard for me to do this reading right now and to believe this, because I don't believe it. Y'all shouldn't believe it either. This is just entertainment, right? It's hard to believe that these cards would be saying, if we interpret it this way, that this is what it's saying, right? But this could be completely off. Like, this could not be true at all. Anyway, but this is saying that someone can't see the forest for the trees. Like, they are caught in the fame. They're disillusioned by the fame that they have. So they may not even see themselves as envious or watching or lurking. Maybe trying to be someone that they truly are not. I'm not exactly getting the imitation, like she's trying to emulate or imitate Megan Thee Stallion, but I am getting the feeling like there's an echelon of that. There's either there's a segment of women and there's an echelon of an aesthetic that she's trying to embrace that really isn't her. I feel like maybe she might want to do something that's more tomboy. But hey, that's just what I'm feeling. I'm not saying it's true. All right. The Queen of Clubs, Nine of Spades, and the Jack of Spades. This Queen of Clubs is saying that it's the High Priestess card. She studied what all the women in the industry are doing and what they're wearing. And she will, transform her look and she will transform her look because I do see that she gets inspiration from those looks, from how it is that other women look. And the Jack of Spades is saying that it's like a card of cultural theft. So it is saying that there is a tendency, when this card shows up, this is basically saying that there is a tendency to steal art. To take art, or to create art that is inspired from other places, but those other places are never given credit. That's what the Jack of Spades would be saying. Like, this is not truly original work in that sense. Let's keep it going. Next question. Did GloRilla intentionally post that song by Tory Lanez? What was the motive behind it if she wasn't trying to be shady? Let's see. Seven of Hazards. Yes. Like this is I knew what I was doing. Or at least when I saw it, if somebody else from my team posted it, when I saw it, I knew the implication that it could have. But that seven, this is almost like, but call it out, but respond to it. Like I'm letting you know that you have the opportunity to say something to me. I do get there's an energy of provocation that I'm getting. The moon card shows up again. The devil. The motive behind it is this. This Ten of Cups is I've dealt with you. I've seen how you move. I tried to ignore how other people have said how you move, but I'm noticing that you acting kind of funny. Like why is it that these people are coming back to me? This person is coming back to me saying that you said this stuff, and I know that you had to have said this stuff. And this moon card is here saying that GloRilla felt like she's been getting mixed signals from Megan for a minute. And this devil card is saying that, I feel like maybe after what I'm getting, the energy that I'm getting from this card is I feel that maybe after that get him glow, get him glow, get him glow, go Meg, whatever that song was. If I think it had Cardi B on it. I feel like after that song, like there wasn't consistent communication on Megan's part. And I feel like GloRilla expected, she wanted the relationship, she wanted the continue communication after the collaboration. Like, are you just using me? I know you needed me on this song. It was a hit, but at the same time, like you ain't, you still moving kind of funny. And it's like your team put it together. It didn't seem like you really wanted to do it with me. That's what I'm feeling from this. We got the Page of Wands. So this is a display of immaturity in one's behavior. If we are to interpret this and to assume that any of these truths are true, or that any of these things said are true, or that any of these truths are continuous, that GloRilla was not being mature. Like, she knows that this was not a mature move. That this is not. It's almost like she knew that there was going to be backlash that came from this. But at the same time, I feel like she was trying to show an allegiance to a certain faction as well. Like, I'm letting you know that I fuck with y'all. Like, I'm seeing what y'all see. Something be real twisted about, like, her way of of repeating stuff and saying stuff, for showing stuff. Let's see. Can we get a little bit more clarity about the Page of Wands? Another wand card, Three of Wands. But this is also saying, like, from this Three of Wands, this is pretty much like, you know, I'm gonna try to get along with you in private, because like that's that fake shit that you would do. So I'm gonna do that fake shit too and be like, oh, you know, I'm sorry. You know, that was just my team. I ain't mean that. We're gonna take it down. But what the world really knows on the outside is that, like, this is a mood. This is a beef. Like, if you want to keep shit weird, I keep shit weird too. Like, I feel like that's what both of them are on, or that's just like how people operate in this industry, perhaps, where if you got an issue, you say that you ain't got an issue, but then you do stuff to show that you have an issue. I don't know. You know, that's a little pattern that I'm seeing, at least with this that's going on. But it was intentionally posted. That was the motive behind it. And then we also got here where it's GloRilla's supposedly liked the tweet that stated someone, presumably Megan, was upset because GloRilla's album initially did better. Was Megan really upset, and did it play a part in the beef? I had been wondering that shit too, because when GloRilla's album came out, I was like, wait a minute, her album done sold more than Megan Thee Stallion's has. I was like, she got the highest debut album. I think it didn't GloRilla like open up for Megan Thee Stallion. I was like, bro, that shit is gonna be the other way around in a couple years if these numbers keep going like this. Because I was like, I can see GloRilla like slowly, you know, slowly rising in terms of her star power, her celebrity. If she can make the right moves, like, all we need is a GloRilla and Taylor Swift track, and boom, you know what I mean? Like, GloRilla and Taylor Swift. Wouldn't y'all be here for it? Let me know in the comments. Oh shit, I forgot to do the goddamn intro. Let me go ahead and do the intro of this show. Y'all hold on one second, and the intro is right here. Welcome to the reading. I'm going to be your reader for today, Dr. Wintara Shakir, otherwise known as Huganzo. I reveal the invisible forces in entertainment and politics with the specific emphasis on how to handle and manage crises in the personal and professional lives of the people that I analyze. Make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button. If you are watching this video, don't keep watching my videos and not hit the damn subscribe button. Niggas, subscribe to me. I got good ass content that I'll be having come out. Entertaining content, all right? This shit be entertaining, all right? That's all we're doing is entertaining. None of it is true. None of it is factual. But if you're interested in being entertained in a private psychic reading, go to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com and purchase a private psychic reading with me. Let's see. Did Megan Thee Stallion feel some type of way about those album sales? The Six of Swords. Let's just keep pulling. Six of Swords. Six of Cups. The Strength card. No, she ain't really feel no type of way. This is saying, like, she's like, oh, I'm happy for you. Like, that's really good. Now, I feel like Megan Thee Stallion has probably sold more albums, like, first week than whatever GloRilla did that week, but I don't fucking know. Maybe she hasn't. Maybe GloRilla's first week sales, Megan Thee Stallion has never reached those. I don't know. But I do know that GloRilla has outsold her that 1 year. But this is basically saying like that there were positive feelings towards her selling her album, but that Strength card that's right here is saying that it takes a mature person to not feel some type of way about that. Let's get some clarify the Strength card. The Nine of Cups. I wish that was me. The sun. The sun is shining bright on her. The Two of Wands. This is basically saying, like, okay, What this is saying is Megan has to not feel anything. Like, she kept her composure. She kept her composure. I feel like she even told her congratulations. She has probably played tracks from the album. She's probably had positive things to say about her album. But as far as the woman's success, these are some of the things that's playing through in her mind. The first would be the Nine of Cups. If we interpret this card, this would say, like, you know, on some Jiminy Cricket shit, you know, you wish that this person, that these were your album sales. Like, you wish that, you know, that you did better. You wish that you had more. It's also saying that you're disappointed in yourself. And you're trying to surrender to those feelings so you can have the strength to show support. Like, you're trying to acknowledge what you feel. You're not trying to, you know, you're trying to not pretend that what you feel is not real. But in you acknowledging and embracing what you feel, you have the strength to support her and to be like, you know, I'm real proud of you. Like, I remember back when you first started. Like, this is how far you've come. Congratulations. With the sun shining on both of them, she feels like she's sharing the spotlight. That's not hard for her to do. What is hard for her to do is knowing that this girl sold more albums than me. So it's like, if me and her collaborate, does it look like she's helping me to sell albums? That's what that Two of Wands is there. It's like, I am open to collaboration, but one thing I got to think about is, if my sales don't improve, if people don't, are people going to be looking at this as, I need her to help me sell an album? Let me see. Yeah, Megan feels a lot of ways. As you can see from this King of Cups, it's like she's drowning in her feelings. Like, she's like, you know what? I'm just keep my shit to myself. I'm gonna do my best. This Four Hazards, Three of Cups. It's like, but through it all, I celebrate. I'm gonna be happy for her. Through it all, I'm gonna celebrate. I feel like she's avoiding trying to self-reflect because she doesn't want to be too critical of herself. I do feel like she's trying to be very gentle with herself. So it's like, I just rather swallow my pride and know that I've got to be I've got to be happy for her. But I do still see her wondering, like, shit, if we collaborate, are people gonna be saying, like, I need her to help me be successful? I mean, that's what I see. Shit. I'm going to also, you know, try to integrate a little bit of some astrology or something up in here, but I don't really feel like it right now from them. I'm just keep shuffling these goddamn cards. All right, my EP Danielle wants to know. She said, so both Meg and GloRilla are dating NBA players now. Well, damn, like, is there like some destiny swapping that's trying to happen? Let me see. Is there some destiny swap? I'm just gonna draw a couple cards.
So fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline